Hi everyone, we have Sohini here. Hey Sohini, and
Hey, hey,
I don't
just
think
give.
I don't think Sohini needs any more introduction, right?
I'm just there. Hey, everyone. I'm so happy and excited for today's session. And I think Praveen's going to do great
Cool.
stuff. Um, and I'm just going to be the student today. I would just be learning. I would just be the noob. And I would ask him so many questions. And I would love to have some more questions from you as well from the chats. Why don't you tell us a bit about today, Praveen?
So yes, I'm not sure if you are having a complete idea of what we are doing today. So this is like 30 days of React, and React JS is one of the most like sought after programming language right now, and every single company is like looking for React JS developers who are like probably the full stack JavaScript developers. And I'm a React JS specialist, so I thought whatever I learned in the office, I wanted to not only just in the work, at the same time I learn it from a lot of different articles, my friends, etc. And I wanted to teach it to everyone in the world. That's my personal, like personal passion. Along with that, I wanted to also like do something for my two aims. Number one is like bringing high quality education to everyone for free, and at the same time more women in tech. That's the reason we are having all the co-hosts, most of the co-hosts as women, and there are some men who co-hosts as well. So they will be coming and joining us in the later stages. So that's
Great
about this
goals.
whole series.
Yeah. I think we each one of us must just have all these goals. They just help us get going, and I think
Yeah.
they're great goals. We can just get started
So
if you think.
today is like something unique, or maybe we can say it as short, kind of like, because I'm going to do two live streams today, and because I'm currently working as well, I don't want to take it much time. So I'm just sacrificing my lunchtime now and doing something for the community. So, right, what is today? So today I'm planning to do something related to how should I say this? We have a lot of CSS frameworks. Do you know any of the CSS frameworks?
I think what was that? No, actually, no. I should
Oh
say
yeah,
no.
you are an Amazon person, right?
Yeah, I'm an Alexa
Alexa person.
person.
Yeah. So
And
we have
I don't
this.
even remember when I just did my last React project. So I think it's a good time to just get brushed
Refresh.
up. So
Superb.
yeah, just
So
start afresh. Yes.
cool. So there are like a lot of CSS frameworks that are in use right now. Like more than 90% of the websites are using something called as Bootstrap by Twitter. Originally by Twitter, they used to call it as Twitter Bootstrap. Now it has become its on its own. It's a company and stuff like that. So Bootstrap is what we are going to use. So Bootstrap has a lot of components. And what is React? React is all about components and stuff. So what if we take a couple of components from Bootstrap and try to convert it into a React application, like a React's way of doing things. So I start with the header component, and today we will be only concentrating on header component, and maybe I can give everyone a homework of go ahead, folks, do this componentization yourself for other components, and I'll also show you some more things which I have done so far. And I guess this is going to be an ultra short live stream, but since you are here today, I don't know how long this is gonna go.
Yeah. I couldn't agree any less. So I think it's gonna go a bit long. But yeah, you should get started now. I
Cool.
am so eager. Yes.
Nice. I'll just start with sharing my screen with an
Yes.
empty, like an incognito window. So I'm just going to ask the people who are looking at the live stream, are you able to see the screen? Please mention it in your comments, and we will go ahead with that. Okay, cool. So now, look at this. Look at this. Eddie is saying two powerhouses live streaming today.
Oh
What do you
yeah.
mean? Do you mean we are mitochondrias?
Oh, Oh yeah, but is he aware of the powerhouse that we have in our cells? I think it's biology. I'm not quite sure if
Yeah, I'm
Eddie
not sure
like
if Eddie knows it.
relates.
Eddie, do you know it? Do you know it, Eddie? The powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria. Okay, I don't want to bore
Yeah.
other people. Okay, let's go on. Let's go with this getbootstrap.com. So this is the website where you can build fast responsive sites using Bootstrap, and I'm just gonna go to an older version of the documentation because the current version is in beta. So this is the documentation, and you will find all the components here. Okay, so today I'm going to be very lazy because I need to leave to the work very quickly. So I'm not gonna set up any kind of thing on my computer. I'll just go ahead with a react.new as usual. And right, so before that, let's go to the header component, which is called navbar. Look at this, Sohini. This is
Yeah.
what I was talking about. This is the navbar thing. And we are going to recreate this in our React in
Mm-hmm.
such a way that there are so many options available. See, look at this. You can have just a navbar thing, then you have got this navbar, then there are like different ways of adding things. And
Mm-hmm.
here's the main thing, we are going to interactively theme this component. So this is
Mm-hmm.
exactly what we are going to do, and we are going to do it with React. So you are going to write the code
Awesome.
once, and
Mm-hmm.
then based on the situation or based on the scenario,
Mm-hmm.
these things will pop up automatically. It's not
Wow.
like you need to write a lot of code for changing from this to this. All you need to do is change the value to one value
Mm-hmm.
to another. It's
Mm-hmm.
different color, different scenario. That's it. Boom. You'll be getting the
Wow.
same thing.
I
So
think
that's
that's
exact.
cool. Yeah.
That's exactly what we are going to do. So
Great, great, great. I think yeah, it's this sounds so amazing, and I think the nav bar is a very important feature of the websites that we create. Else things look so scattered, and we can always have separate links and search bars, buttons in them. So I think yeah, it's important that we learn to do this. So yeah, I think it's cool. Get going.
great. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do now. So
Mm-hmm.
there is one of my friend who is actually
Mm-hmm.
very interested to meet you. Her name is Keertana. I'm not sure if she is here in the
Uh-huh.
live stream, but
Oh,
yeah, she will be definitely very interested to meet you. But okay, maybe next time. But
yeah,
here we go.
sure. Yes.
um, so any new comments in the
Yeah,
chat?
Eddie just said that something's wrong with your screen. We just see React, Angular with Phil. Fix it.
Yeah, he's like that.
Yeah.
Just ignore him.
Ah.
Okay, so we are going to recreate the same thing. So look at this
Hmm.
one. Let's start with the basic stuff. Okay, so with a small brand, all you need to do is you need to render a nav tag. This is a HTML tag. We need to render a nav tag with these classes, and this is what is the content. Okay, so if I go to react.new, so this is going to give you a quick setup of React. You don't need to have any prerequisites for this. So this
Mm-hmm.
is very quick and easy, like a dirty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm going to do is the first step is I need to organize the React files. So first thing, I'm going to create a folder which says
Mm-hmm.
components, because all these things are component based. I'm putting the app.js into the components, and this is going to break it.
Wow. Great.
Then we have styles. So I'm going to put the styles into the styles. So I'm just going to put it here and
Mm-hmm.
make this whole stuff go away. And let's open index. So this is supposed to come as components slash app. And I hope this works.
Mm-hmm.
It won't. Oh, it works. And now here I can also do import. Oh, styles. Oops. Slash styles.css.
Yeah, I think it's important that we just import these stuff correctly because I remember
Yeah.
when I just got started with React,
Mm-hmm.
I used to land in so much of problem because I wouldn't just make the path correct, and that is very important.
Very true.
Sometimes we don't even realize that our path is the incorrect path, and that's why it's not just giving us the right output. So yeah.
Right. Eddie is asking you for another chance to be featured on his live streams.
Yeah. We
Okay.
were just, yeah.
What I'm going to do is I need an
Mm-hmm.
external resource to be included. So that is either I can use a Google font or I can use a
Mm-hmm.
CSS. So for Bootstrap, I'm going to use bootstrapcdn.com. So this is going to help me in getting my CSS sorted quickly.
Mm.
And I'll just add this external URL as a resource here. Immediately you can see that all the fonts and all these things got changed. The reason is now Bootstrap
Mm.
has been added. So
Right.
that's exactly what happened just now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now coming back to our contents. So what I want to do is I need to create another component for this header. So if you see this, this is the content of the header. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll create a new file called header.js.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use an arrow function. An arrow
Mm-hmm.
function is something that just takes an input and displays output. So it's kind of like a mapper.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes in the different properties, and based
Mm-hmm.
on the properties, it is going to generate the HTML and give it to you. So
Great.
for that, I'm going to do const header, get
Mm-hmm.
lost. Then I give some props, which we will think about it later. I'm going to paste this quickly for now. So this will have class name, because class is a reserved keyword in JavaScript and Java and all the other places.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to use an anchor tag. Instead, I'll use a span tag and
Mm-hmm.
again class name here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to export a default way of header. Boom. So
Great.
I've got this done. Now what
Mm-hmm.
happens here is I don't need href as well. So what happens here is I can import this header inside my application. So this is my application. It says hello soon sandbox, code sandbox, etc. But what I'm going to do is I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to put header. So this is an auto import function. So it automatically imported this. If I do something like this, it shows me navbar, like a static thing. I cannot change anything here. So it just shows me this way. What I want is I want something like this. So these are the things that I need to use. So if I go back, instead of span class, all these things, these
Mm-hmm.
classes, I'll be adding
Mm-hmm.
some more classes.
Mm-hmm.
Now it should be showing in a bolder, different way. Okay, for
Wow.
some reason it is not.
Okay.
So there you go. So you
Yes.
got something out
Mm-hmm.
here. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And the thing is, I want to be able to change all these things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a content stuff, right? So I can say
Mm-hmm.
this, it is the content of this header component. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna put Sohini here. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So the thing is, whatever I'm putting inside this header component, I
Mm-hmm.
want it to be displayed here. I'll say for now, I'll just put Sohini the dabbler. Okay.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
nothing changes at the moment. But
Uh-huh.
if I go to the header, I need to use something called as the children prop. So
Mm-hmm.
here I'll just get the children from the properties, and I'm going to use children here. Boom. I've got Sugini the
Mm-hmm.
dabbler. Now
Okay, that's great.
we
Just
we
tell me something, Praveen. I just have a small question at this point, or maybe,
yes,
yeah, you can complete this part and then I can ask you.
done. You can go for it. Hey,
Oh,
there is Chumki here in the chat. Hey Chumki. Yeah, go on.
yeah. So my question was like, why do we need to manually import? Why do we need to manually do this when we can just import the libraries and stuff?
See, header, these are all called as page level imports. In JavaScript, most of
Mm-hmm.
them are page level imports.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is, this
Mm-hmm.
one is good. Now, to bring in something like, say, we have got different types of color
Mm-hmm.
schemes. One
Mm-hmm.
is the dark, one is the
Mm-hmm.
light. By default, it is the light. And we
Mm-hmm.
have like a primary color scheme, etc. So
Mm-hmm.
for that, I can maybe look into dark and light themes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get the dark as one of the parameter or
Mm-hmm.
one of the props.
Mhm.
Now to process this prop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to return this value. Along with this, I need to know what exactly this dark is going to be. So I'm
Mm.
just going to convert this dark from a text format
Mhm.
or any format to Boolean
Mhm.
format. So I'm going to make double exclamation so that
Mhm.
one exclamation makes it negated. So if it
Mhm.
is true, it will make it false. If it is false, it will make it true. But I want the original data of it, right? So I will
Mm.
make double exclamation. So if it is true, it will give
Mm.
me true. Okay. But whatever the value is here, it is
Mhm.
going to convert it into Boolean for me. So
Okay.
if it is dark, I'm going to change it as dark,
Mhm.
or I'm going to change it as light. So that's
Got
what
it.
I did. Now, what is the use of this? The use is here. So what I'm going to do is this particular place,
Mhm.
there are two light areas here. I need to convert them into either dark or light depending
Mhm.
on what the user wants. So
Mm.
I have selected both the places at the moment. I'm
Mhm.
going to put a dollar in front of them.
Mm.
Oops, a dollar in front of them and then put dark. So
Mm.
this value gets modified and it goes inside here. Okay. Now, how
Wow.
many of you want a dark layout?
Mm. Hey, just say D on the chats if you want a dark layout, and just say L on the chats if you want a light layout. I would just go for D. Let me begin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with dark. Okay. So
Mm.
all I need to do is, let's say if I have like three things, see, I've got three things
Mhm.
and I can say Praveen, the, the
Praveen the
React,
expert. Praveen the React
React guy,
guy. Yeah.
and Eddie,
Eddie
the
says D,
open source
the GitHub
god.
guy.
Okay,
Yeah. The
now
yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess I will take up the dark part. So
Uh.
true, that's it, done. See
Mm.
how much effort for me I had to create for like three things I created,
Mhm. Mm.
but not much effort I have done.
Mm. That's
So
great.
this is the power of like using React or any kind of things along with
Mm.
a very popular framework like let's say Bootstrap or something like that.
Mhm. Great, great. Yeah. So I think the one great use that I can understand is if we are not using the libraries that are out
Mhm.
there. I think customization of the stuff that we are trying to do becomes more easier. We can
Exactly.
just customize stuff into bits and pieces in terms of color, in terms of the design of our, let's say, the nav bar itself,
Mhm.
or anything like the, yeah, we can, like someone might want to have the color as a gradient. Someone might not wish to have some of the headers in them, some of the buttons
Got
in
it.
them. So yeah, I think yeah, and also the font and stuff. Like customization becomes more handy when we do it manually. I think that's one of the great use cases why we're going by doing it manually,
True.
apart from importing
Agreed.
libraries.
That's
Great,
one of the
great.
best answers I can even see
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, what about the we have tried the darkness part,
Mm-hmm.
and if I want to add more classes, how can I do that? So generally React runs using this class name kind of a thing. So I'm just gonna type in class name here as a
Mm-hmm.
prop. And if this class name is not empty at that point of time, I'm gonna add this class name. So class name, then add a space and add the class name to this. If not, just leave it empty. So that's
Mm.
something which I added. So in case if you are like looking for this particular thing, it is a navbar dark and BG primary is what is required. Okay. So since
Mm. Gotcha.
we could do like let's say
Mm-hmm.
we need to give a special privilege to Eddie. We can do
Okay.
dark
Uh-huh.
true and class name this.
Mm.
Um, actually it didn't work unfortunately.
Hmm.
So we can even do something like it would have all that the BG dark as well as BG primary. That's the problem. So let me try to copy this and add another BG primary to this. Does it work? Nope, doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
think.
maybe I should
Mm-hmm.
do something totally different. So we could do something like if let's add another primary option, primary or maybe special.
Mm-hmm.
Then we will say special. Then okay, so we are going to do the same thing. So if this is special,
Mm-hmm.
then we will try to add dark. If not, it's going to be dark. And here in this BG, if it is special, then it's
Mm-hmm.
dark. Else, it's going to be primary.
Mm.
Oh. No, sorry. It should be primary. If not, dark. Oh, sorry. It should be.
I think you just missed out a double quote on line number 3. Is that it? No, that's
No,
correct.
this
Yeah,
is
that's
this
correct.
dark.
Yeah, that's great. I just didn't notice line number 2. Okay. Great. And if anyone, you're just new to Praveen's channel today, and if you are watching us right now, you can show us some love by subscribing below on the bell button. And you can hit a like on this video, and you can do an immediate share on your socials so that some of your friends
Take a
can.
big screenshot and share it with share it
Yes.
on
Yes.
the socials. And yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait, I
We.
forgot to add this. So this is supposed to be dark
Mm-hmm.
true,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to give special
Mm-hmm.
true. Wow, true. There you go. We fixed that. So that's something like an evolution you can do.
Uh-huh.
Not everyone is perfect. I'm not perfect. So this is how I try to do a lot of trial and errors. So right now we just fixed some huge bug in our
Mm-hmm.
company's work, and it took me a lot of trial and error. So in case if you are worrying or wondering, it is not needed. So everyone goes through the same problems, and here you go. So this is one way of implementing the same navbar kind of a thing in React. Woohoo!
I guess yes. And on the note that you just said that I think we none of us are perfect, but I think that's how you just get perfect. It's just an exercise that you got to do, and you that makes you perfect. So the exercise is to make mistakes and learn from them, and then you're
Definitely.
perfect. So I think that's the answer. Yeah.
If you ask me if I'm perfect and if I'm how perfect I am, so many mistakes I have done. As simple as that. Hey, Eddie is asking me something. So
Yeah.
he wants to
Yeah, I'm
add
just
on
trying
to
to,
this
yeah, I would look
sound
out for that.
effects.
By the time I do that, you can just continue. I would, yeah, I'm just,
Cool.
yeah.
Sohini, you are an Amazon Alexa stuff thingy, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
can talk about your Amazon Alexa voice kind of a thing if you wanna
Oh, yeah,
tell
yes.
everyone.
So I think to all the people who can watch me now, I would just say that in case if you're interested in some of the voice development, if you want to build some great Alexa stuff, Alexa skills, and if you think that apart from the graphics user interface, if you think the voice user interface is an amazing thing as well, I would say you can just go to our channel. That's the Dabble Labs official YouTube channel. And you can stay tuned because I stream every Friday live at 9:30 p.m. IST. And I would just talk about an Alexa skill. I would build one and I would just, yeah, we just code around and dabble around with some of the new skills or, we just do a lot of stuff.
She's gonna do the
Yeah.
same thing what I am doing, but the only difference is she's gonna do it using Alexa, which is cool.
Oh, yeah, that's just so he's the GUI guy and I am the VUI woman. So the girl, yeah, the guy and a girl. And I think Eddie is the GitHub
God.
is the
God.
is the open source guy.
So Shubham, if
Says
you want to learn React, there are like loads and loads and loads of things. But
Shubham's an amazing React developer as well. I mean, he's also my colleague
really,
at Dabble Lab, and he's a friend of mine as well, and he knows
oh hi
so much
Shubham.
React. Yeah.
And yeah, in case if you want to learn something, there are like loads and loads of places you can learn. You can learn from me. You can learn from others. But in the best thing is like about this series, right? So once you learn the basics of React, you can try out a lot of things here which
Mm-hmm.
might help you in what do you call this, you will be able to implement those kind of knowledge as a skill. So
Mm.
this is going to be really helpful for you. So that's something which I'm
Correct.
gonna say.
Yes.
Cool.
Hmm.
And I guess we
Okay.
have almost done what we wanted to achieve, but not just this. So I just wanted to also give a small heads out or shout out for this Bootstrap React Helpers repository, which I have
Mm-hmm.
got. This has got a couple of things. So how we did this today, the same way I have created a lot of things. For example, the card element, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to use React Strap because React Strap or any other library for that instance, any other package for that instance may
Mm-hmm.
not be allowed to be used in enterprise level.
Mm-hmm.
It may contain, it may not be updated, it may not be like, there are like loads and loads of things are there. uh, and in case if you want to try something out, what you can do is you can create something like this how I did, and you can update it yourself whenever the update is required, so that everything is under control. And moreover, what you want to use, only that you are doing, not everything. So for one project I wanted to use this card element, then obviously containers, then headers. Only these things are there, and everything is individually here. So you can just pick and match, as simple as that. So
Yes.
that's exactly what I wanted to show you all today, and I'll put
Mm.
this link on the chat box as well. And yeah, so I hope everyone has got a good idea of what happened today. And Sohini,
Yes, I would just say that this was amazing, and I think all of you must, just stay tuned to what Praveen does. And if you think this was so cool, once again, I would just ask you to go ahead and subscribe to Praveen's channel right now. Hit on the subscribe button, hit on the bell button below my thumbnail, and hit a like to this video and share it on the social so that we can support. That's how we show love. We can support Praveen, and also do stay tuned to all the great stuff that we are all doing together, and just be in the community. Keep learning. I think,
keep
yeah.
learning.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
that's
keep
the main
learning.
thing. And stay safe at homes.
Yes,
So
please.
yeah. So any other things? Let's say a bye to everyone.
Yes.
So
Have a great
bye.
rest of the day if it's morning
Yep.
for you, and if it's a night time, then good
Yeah, I
night,
need to go
everyone.
quickly. Like already my manager is calling me, so I'll
Oh, yeah, yeah.
leave. See you
Yes.
all.
See you
Bye
all.
then.
Bye bye.